Namaskar, welcome to Yoga by Devidat. Today's video is on a powerful practice known as Kapalbhati. So I'm not only going to teach you the main Kapalbhati, but I'll also teach you the preliminary practices which one should do if he or she is not able to do Kapalbhati. So let's first see how to do Kapalbhati. So while doing Kapalbhati, you should sit in normal cross-leg position or Ardha Padmasana or Padmasana, whatever you can get it. Place the palms on your knees. Then take a deep breath in, expand the chest, lift the shoulders up, and try to keep your chest and shoulders steady. Don't allow them to drop down, and just do normal breathing for some time in this way. So first I lift the chest up as I breathe in. Shoulders are gone up, and then I breathe out, but don't allow the shoulders to drop down. And now I'm breathing, but my chest and shoulders are not moving. This is the first step of Kapalbhati. If you get this, it's easier to do the Kapalbhati practice. Once you do this, then you have to exhale constantly, pulling the abdomen in. So the force of the exhalation comes from the pull of the abdomen. The exhalation is active, but don't forget that there is a passive inhalation. You don't inhale, but the body has to inhale. So how does the body inhale? Each time you exhale, you're pulling the abdomen in, but immediately you're relaxing the abdomen. The moment the abdomen relaxes, the air automatically enters in your body. Remember, you should never feel breathless while doing this practice. If you're feeling breathless, that means you're not doing it right. That means you're not allowing your body to have that passive inhalation. So first step, breathe in, fix your chest and shoulders. Do the normal breathing for some time. And now as I exhale, I start pulling the abdomen in. So I'm pulling the abdomen in at the same time I am exhaling. The force of the exhalation comes from the pull of the abdomen. So I'm showing it to you by placing the palm on the abdomen. So each time the abdomen goes in and again comes back and touches my palm. So as a beginner, you can do 1 stroke per second. With practice, you can do 2 strokes per second in this way. So only the sound of exhalations should come. I have seen people doing it. It is a wrong way, wherein you are actively inhaling also. So the inhalation is passive, exhalation is active. Those who can't do Kapalbhati can start with Dokkan Kriya. In Dokkan Kriya, the exhalations happen through the mouth, and you place one palm on the abdomen to feel the movement of the abdomen, and you just do 1 stroke at a time. So here again the active exhalation happens with the pull of the abdomen. You relax the abdomen and allow the air to enter either through the mouth or through the nose. You don't have to worry about that. Now if you are not even getting this because of lack of consciousness in the abdomen muscles, lack of awareness in the abdomen muscles, or lack of control in the abdomen muscles, what you can do is you can lie down on your back. You can take a brick or a book and place it on the abdomen. And then just do the abdomen breathing. So as you breathe in, allow the abdomen to expand. As you breathe out, Allow the abdomen to sink down. Allow the abdomen to go down. So this will bring your awareness in the abdomen muscles. It will help you to control the abdomen muscles, and then you can start doing the Dhokan Kriya or the Kapalbhati with whatever you can. So this is the first step, then the Dhokan Kriya, and then the Kapalbhati if you are not getting the Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is a very powerful Kriya which will help you to control your blood sugar level. It will help you to reduce the fats around the waist and lose weight. It's a very good practice to improve the health of the digestive system. Do practice it and let me know how it feels. Thank you.